In the coldest places on Earth, fire is one of the most important things. It keeps people warm, helps them cook food, and stops them from freezing to death. In places like Yakutsk, where it gets as cold as -65 degrees Celsius, making a fire is not easy. Wood becomes very hard to burn, lighters and matches do not always work, and even fuel can freeze very fast. People must learn the best ways to start a fire in this kind of extreme weather. They need the right tools and must be fully prepared before winter arrives. Not all wood burns well in very cold weather. Dry wood is the best because wet wood will freeze and will not burn properly. People in cold places use wood like birch, larch, and pine because these types make a strong, long-lasting fire. Many people cut and store wood long before winter begins. They keep it in a dry place, like a shed or inside their homes, so it is ready when they need it. Without dry wood, making a fire becomes much harder and can even be impossible in extreme temperatures. Big logs do not catch fire easily, especially when the weather is very cold. People first use small pieces of wood like twigs, bark, or shavings to start the fire. These small pieces catch fire quickly and help the larger logs start burning. Some people make fire starters by mixing wax with sawdust or paper. Others use cotton balls with oil or petroleum jelly on them. Birch bark is one of the best natural fire starters because it has natural oil that burns very fast and very hot, even when it is damp. Snow and ice can put out a fire very fast. If a fire is made directly on ice, it will melt the ice underneath and then go out. To stop this from happening, people put logs, rocks, or thick layers of dry leaves under the fire. Some people dig a hole in the snow to block the wind and help the fire stay lit. If there are trees around, they clear the snow all the way down to the ground before starting the fire. This helps keep the fire burning for a long time. Sometimes, wood is too frozen or wet to use. In these situations, people burn other things. They can use animal fat, cooking oil, or even dried grass and moss. Some people carry small stoves that run on alcohol or special fuel tablets. Others use propane or kerosene heaters to stay warm. These tools are very useful when there is no dry wood available. People in cold places always have a backup plan for starting a fire because it can mean the difference between life and death. Strong wind can blow out a fire very easily. That is why people start fires in places that are protected from the wind, like behind big rocks, inside small caves, or next to walls of snow. If someone is lost or stuck in the cold, they need to make a fire as fast as possible. If they do not have matches or lighters, they can try rubbing the sticks together, but this is very hard and takes a long time. A better way is to use a battery and steel wool to make sparks. Some people carry small fire-starting kits with chemicals that can burn even in extreme cold. If gasoline or diesel is available, it can also help start a fire quickly, but people must be very careful when using it because it is dangerous. Fire is not just for warmth. It melts snow into drinking water, cooks food, and dries wet clothes. Without fire, people can freeze in just a few minutes in very cold weather. That is why people who live in cold places always carry fire-starting tools with them. They keep extra matches, lighters, and dry fuel in their pockets or bags. Having these things can save their lives if they ever get stuck in the cold. New technology is making fire starting easier in the cold. Some people use electric lighters that make fire without gas. Others use heated rods that can start fires very quickly. Special fire pits keep heat for a long time, so people do not need as much wood. Some people also use thermal blankets to reflect heat from the fire and keep warm. These new tools help people survive in extreme cold without having to struggle as much to start a fire. Even though it is hard, people in cold places know the best ways to start fires. They use old and new ways to make sure they stay warm and safe. Fire is not just about staying alive, it is about staying comfortable and being able to survive in some of the harshest places on Earth. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more interesting facts about life in extreme cold. Stay warm, and see you in the next video.